Yes. And, I had been told it, but I can never remember, so I call her the thing.
Lucy Lindsay Hogg.
Mm-hmm. The thing.
The car she climbed into outside looked very much like Tony's.
I suppose they're in Sussex now. Ugly little house. Dreadful little shed.
And he thinks I'll take the humiliation line down, does he? Well, he's got another thing coming. May I speak frankly, ma'am? As a friend. I can think of several couples of whom it could be observed that having not found the contentment they desired within matrimony, have chosen to live apart and appeared happier.
Tony and I have never let go of one another. It's not just because divorce is incompatible with my faith, because this is just how we like it. War is our love. Brutal fight to the death is our mating dance. I speak for both of us when I say we wouldn't want it any other way. Contentment is dull. And Tony and I are anything but dull.
Now say with near certainty that neither party will achieve a majority. So, the clock is now ticking for Ted Heath to form an alliance with Jeremy Thorpe's Liberal Party. If he can't, we might well see a return to power for Harold Wilson, if you can call a minority government power.
What a mess. I mean, honestly, can you remember a time when the country was in worse shape? Or one had as little confidence in one's leaders?
Speaking of bad shape,
One wakes up in the morning flinching. How could matters get any worse? What more could possibly go wrong? And then you come down to breakfast, you see the newspapers, and you realise they've done it again.
Margaret's birthday's coming up.
I mean, right now, the United Kingdom is the equivalent of a patient dying on the operating table, and the surgeons, no, the butchers, no, sorry, the murderers responsible for causing that death are seeking re-election. Instead of throwing them in jail, people like lemmings queuing up to extend their bloody contracts.
She called me late last night. Said she had something important to discuss.
Who?
Margaret.
She's run out of tonic?
No.
He's been knocked up by one of the footmen?
Philip.
You wouldn't put it past her.
I worry it's Tony. Ready? Mr. Heath came to tell me that he was unable to form a coalition with the Ulster Unionists or the Liberals, which left him with no alternative but to resign. At which point, I don't mind admitting, I let out an unconstitutional cheer.
Huzzah!
Privately, I hope. Well, it's not his politics I object to so much as his company. And now, Mr. Wilson, who I must say looks very tired, not at all well, is back again as Prime Minister of a minority government. And the best we can hope for is that he can survive until the next election in the autumn. I have asked you all here, my family, on the occasion of my birthday. Happy birthday, Margaret. Notice that my dear husband is not at my side on this joyous occasion. It is because he is now betraying me, not just in private, but openly in public too. And I don't think we should take this lying down. We? Yes, we, Mummy. If Tony insults me, by implication, he's insulting the whole of the family too.
I'm not sure I followed that logic.
What would you like us to do? Send a clear signal to the world whose side you're on, and impose sanctions.
What?
What kind of sanctions? No more invitations to royal events, no more royal photographs, no more access to crown property. Hit him where it hurts. Punish him. Draw blood.
Where is he now?
He left the country this morning to make one of his films. Oh, Ghana? Or did you say Guinea? Gabon. With the thing.
The what?
I'll explain later.
I rather liked his last film.
Is that the one about dwarves?
I tell you what I liked about
Yes,
it.
sure.
It had compassion. It had kindness. In fact, I think that's the thing I most like about Tony.
And his wit.
Yes. The fact that he's generous enough to flirt with his mother-in-law.
I'm gonna throw up. He cares.
All right, Mummy.
He has a heart.
Yeah, not that his wife or children have noticed.
His charity work for the disabled and the way he was at Aberfan
Yes.
was
Yes,
Very Charles.
Why do you do this, Mummy? Why do you all do this? Why do you always take a side? This is my birthday party. And when I tell you that my husband is out of the country, betraying me with another woman, instead of supporting me and condemning him, you just sit here praising him to the sky. My family, my own flesh and blood, my birthday.
Perhaps we'll just stick to the back teeth of you and have sympathy for him.
Philip.
Well, am I wrong? Like, hands up anyone who thinks I'm wrong.
We should eat these before they get cold, shouldn't we? She'll be all right. I hate them. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them.
Why don't you come up here, ma'am? Come to Glen.
We've invited a few guests for the weekend.
Come here. You might even enjoy it.